All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me...
Oh, thank you so much, Masters! Oh!
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius. Oh, you're right. I almost got all excited for nothing.
I'm just speaking my mind. Trust me, you're really talented.
Did you hear that? I'm true.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't...
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies.
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March?
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an immersion. He all...
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Oh, now I'm curious to hear what Master Yun Li has to say.
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a...
Who do I want to defeat? Her? Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
I'll fight 10!
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an immersion. Yeah, I really like them. So what?
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Could it possibly be immersion about swordmasters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersion and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersion use swords. So I want to be a swordmaster too.
See?
It doesn't matter. Everyone has their own preferences.
Becoming a swordmaster who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table?
Please? That's how those heroes in the immersion show their...
Play along?
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then...
Yeah! All right, let's...
This is not how it's supposed to be, right? The Xianzhou...
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me. Your tea tastes like slop. And that name, the Sleep...
Stop! You've gone too...
Oh, who's that trying to be a...
It's me, March 7th.
Never heard of you. Now scurry.
Mr. Scott, I'm Yenching, a Cloud Knight lieutenant. We've met before.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a
regular customer? You?
Yeah, what else would I be?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Huh? Oh.
Scrap metal?
Swordplay?
As if...
Looks like you guys are totally clueless. Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something's...
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Hey, relax. Well, I can overlook the terrible tea instead of, wasting...
Stop! Don't you dare...
Huh? A fight? You say whatever you want. Oh, come on. So, I can see.
Only 15.
And if you... Oh, and if that's the...
And if...
I'll become...
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, how about this? If I...
Squealing isn't enough.
Fine, fine. You all heard it, right? Will...
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss...
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to...
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. You're...
I'm not quite a hero. Yeah.
I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
Come on! How could I possibly lack confidence? You believe in me, right, Masters?
What do you think, Master Yunqing?
I think you already know the answer, Master Yunli.
I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination. You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly. Hey, when have I ever treated you poorly? Masters, Miss Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. How many of you...
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've got to become a sword master by then.
Becoming a sword master in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yunli.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about...
No worries. I've found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons. Rest assured, Masters. If not in me, at least place your faith in her. My
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay. And now, she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on...
Got it. It's all etched into my...
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please, go ahead, Master Yunli.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days.
That would mean Yunli is a terrible teacher. And
Hey, You are the terrible teacher here.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your...
Absolutely!
Then keep that fire burning.
You haven't said much, Miss Teaching Assistant. Twists? Like the ones in those Swordmaster novels? It'd be pretty awesome if that actually happened. That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget... today. Did I really just learn that? I'll fight 10! How should I go about this? That's enough training for today. If you keep upping the train... That's enough training for today. What do you recommend?
I don't think so.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know! It's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
That's boxing.
Grasping the basics is...
And parries should be...
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips.
Just focus on your teaching.
What? Didn't General Huyan offer you...
Looks like your general hasn't...
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show...
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch it! Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch it! Yeah! Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me. Jeez, you sound just like those parents on the Xianzhou. Can't I get some praise now? I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Miss Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
Already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yun Li, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Yun Li's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I... Wait, are you saying my swordplay still isn't good enough?
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby. But now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yunli? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics. Because that, after every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword making.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
So, have you found any information about her?
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the strategic? She thinks she can fool me by flying under...
Understood. Checking.
Now I'm curious.
Let's do this. Today. Wonder what I'll run into today. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I think today should be a rest day. recommend. All swords and no play makes March a dull girl, you know. Another step closer to star-crazing glass grace. I go about this? Today. I need...
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional move. Grandpa always said that everything can be...
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it! I saw this immersion where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he...
Good example. Do you know how to do the drunken sword?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
I've learned a lot from my adventures.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, so I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Lee's encouragement. But it seems...
Well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance.
Without a doubt. You...
Awesome! Hey, Miss Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise? irrelevant. This time's for now, next time's for later. No IOUs on praise. I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
General Jingyuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Guinaifen into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%? Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now. By the way, in those Emerja stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay.
Yeah!
The progress report on the nameless girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have...
A waste of time? Are you saying that March 7th go and strengthen our mech?
But the armor's already...
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more.
Understood.
How should I go about this? I learned so much today. Wonder what I'll run into today. outside today. I need time to wonder what I'll run into today.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott. He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to...
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll
But before that, you need to pass the final test. The graduation.
I'm surprised too.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yenqing.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths.
But Master Yenqing, facing you in a duel...
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only...
Unsheath your swords and...
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Come on, March 7th. You got this. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
I'm just warming up. Not bad. You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh! Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of...
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just...
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott. Yeah, I'll show Scott the power of the Xianzhou.
I remember Yan Qing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to become...
Ah, yes, absolutely.
Preservation.
Well, if it isn't our hero.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and But I'm curious. Why pick Arum Alley of all places?
Why Alroom Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that. I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me. That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me. They'll be like, what? They'll see that they'll see that it won't be me.
Yeah, if that's all a villain did in an immersia, I'd definitely be asking for a
Shut up! Look, I've been patient for so long.
No, you won't.
Enough with the talk.
Once. Not
pathetic losers! How?
Hey, stop blaming others! Didn't you lose to me too?
So, does that mean I have...
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the... Right. I bet you're quite familiar with them too.
Enough! I want to apologize to the...
Yeah. Don't forget the squealing.
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
It's happening all over again. IPC mechs are a oink! Oink, oink.
Start with the good stuff. Compliments make me better, so remember to say lots of nice things. Today.
Sure.
I learned so much today. Let's do this! Wonder what I'll run into today! How should I go about this? Okie dokie. I learned so much today.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know. It's...
That's boxing?
Grasping the basics is crucial.
And parries should be fluid.
See? Even March is...
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm...
Just focus on your teaching.
What? Didn't Jen...
Looks like...
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay.
Unsheath your swords.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Not very. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? A hero's life is hard. Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. I'll fight 10. That's enough training for today. I wonder what I'll run into today. another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword. All swords and no play makes March a dull girl, you know. Let's do this! What do you recommend?
I'm not sure.
I learned so much today! I'll fight 10! should be a rest day. How should I go about this?
Today, you'll face your first test.
Oh, I know!
That's boxing.
Grasping the basics.
And parries should...
See?
but I'm actually...
Miss March is still...
Just focus on your teaching.
What? Didn't you...
Looks like you're...
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, watch this! Awesome! Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done.
You... Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me! Ah, jeez, you... I couldn't have... So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you...
You already have a mark.
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Ian Lee's...
No chance? I'm not that confident, but think...
I thought teaching March was just something...
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent?
Don't try to cause a
15 days of training after every test.
Thank you, Master...
So, have you found...
Yeah, that girl is...